Hey everybody, Rombo here, and we're taking a look at Strong this week. See what we have in store. I had a conversation with someone on the Discord last few days of looking at the log scale, and I found that interesting. If we draw the trend line here, I'm a trend line guy. That's the way that I really see how looking at price movements into the future potentially, not all the time. But with this trend line here, we are still under support. Okay, but now the thing that how much credence is there is we what originally just the 2 points that create this trend line here and here, and none of these points touch this at all. It's just moving away and then coming back down, and we're about there at this point again. So is that necessarily a trend? A support line. Well, it definitely had. It bounced right there, which it was the only thing that created that support again. And we come up and we come down, and now we're about there again. So there's you know some credence to have that and going by the log scale. Um, but I like concurrence. I like when a lot of things are coming together and support those certain moves and areas. Um, and with trend lines, it gives you ideas of certain movements according to probability. Here, this is the secondary resistance line, which we're going away from again. We went away from it here, and then we consolidate. We're coming back down here, and we don't know what's going to be happening right now. But I don't like combining secondary trend lines with primary ones. But if we do look at this, it is a downward wedge, which 78% of the time means that there's a move to the upside. Now, if we want to do a secondary support line here, it'd come right here and come down, and it still does form with the secondary resistance line. It forms a downward wedge. So those are two things that are looking promising. But now, if we go off the log scale, and uh, this is to me, it just gives me more support, more credence to um, the chart on the regular chart, because here we have support here, we have support here, we have support here, we have support here, here, and there. Okay, so that to me is that's what is most visible. That's what gives most weight to this chart. So I'm going to stick with the traditional chart. But it is interesting that on the log scale the support is about right here. But if you notice, as soon as it broke right here, boom, it went down. Now again, traditional uh, um, trend lines. This was the primary. This is the secondary. There was this. I don't have it on here, but within this area right here, we did have an ascending wedge, and that tells me that it's on a downtrend, and downtrend right on the major support. I just saw this coming down, which it did. We broke the horizontal support right here at 380. So then, when we don't have trend lines, when it broke the major support, then we start looking at horizontal support. And like I said earlier, the support here is 216, 215.80, whatever, 217 ish. Just this area right here. So if you notice, we're just nicely following down um, this down the secondary downtrend line. Usually, once we finally, what I think, come down here, if we bounce back out, we'll probably break this secondary resistance line. Does that mean now, okay, we're going to the moon? No, most usually what happens here is then we'll consolidate, we'll come up, we might even touch it, come back down, touch it again, and then maybe around this area, then we'll have a break to the upside, or we could break it and just take off. No one knows. I don't know. I'm not a professional advisor. This is all just for entertainment. Dun, 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 dun. So take it for what it is. You guys compounding, this is a great time, to be compounding, getting ready for hopefully the next move up with the news and AMAs and all that stuff. I'm just paying attention to what the chart is telling me, and right now we're still probably coming. I assume there's a slight chance we might hit. This was previous resistance. The resistance, the ceiling becomes the floor. So we could see about 286 or so, which would kind of fall in line with the log scale, which had a little bit higher here. But maybe we'll break out of the secondary resistance trend line here and start making a move up. That would be nice. But that's all I have for this week. I just no panic. We're just it's just price movement, and right now we're going down, and we were going down here, and then we went back up. So price action moves down and it moves up, and just plan accordingly, and trade plan according to your plan. Right here I'd be compounding and getting ready for the next run. So with that said, guys, hope you had a really good weekend, and looking forward to seeing what Strong has to offer us for the week. Bye.